Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hokies offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to throw, it's Riplg. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. He'll try it again. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Going right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job of breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Under fire. That's caught. It's Harbor. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind.
It's a seam wide open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle, it's Heath. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings them to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Heath. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for space. It's Knight. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Breaks away on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll throw it. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
South Carolina, 28, Virginia Tech, 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burrell. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the touchdown, Virginia Tech. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode and try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg.
The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to play.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Keith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the... Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the option. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16.
So nice to have a quarterback that can make decisions fast. What does the defense do? They're not aggressive. Nobody's coming to get me in the option game. Boom. I'll take it myself. I'll get in the end zone. I'll create the 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Explosive plays are great, but you gotta finish the deal. 1st and 10, headed to the end zone, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Here comes the heat. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this run.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. On the ground, it's Burrell. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Heat. Turning it on. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Now on the option. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking for room, it's Burrell. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Keith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Using his legs to buy some time. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good.
That's caught. It's Heath.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Got it in the middle. It's Keith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Will be instructed on downs.
Let's go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the returner is stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 38.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sellers. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Knight. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A strike downfield. Wide open on the right. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner is going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's where to catch you, big fella.
Lining up to convert third down. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. They get to him as he throws. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug.